I'm gonna be as civil. I'm gonna try to spread my message as eloquently, as civilly as I can. This has been weighing on my chest for a long time here. I don't want to pick fights, but I feel this needs to be said. And for you saying, "Oh, there's no need to make this publicity. You don't need to make this public." I've tried to talk to people before. I've tried to do this, try to say this message before, but it doesn't work. So this is the only way I think I can to try to get the message across. What is the point of doing bad things when there are no repercussions to come with them? What is the point of it all? Cause people. I'm sort of popular, but not like the other higher ups like Rev, Gary, and all of them. If I did something, if I did a really fucked up thing, if I was like a pedophile, for example, if I did fucked up shit, I would be canceled on the spot. On the spot, I would be canceled. But if it's someone like I don't mean to throw Zion under the dirt here, but I'm going to make this an example. She did fucked up shit, and at least she knows about it. But the thing about it is, they don't get fucking repercussions of it. You could do the worst shit ever. Just because you're popular, just because you're friends with them, they could never do something like that. They could never do this type of shit. They would never. How could they? They could never. That's not how this shit fucking works. And I'm tired of this shit being thrown under the bus. I don't care what the fuck you say. This shit cannot be justified anymore. It cannot be defended anymore. I don't care what any of you say. It just fucking can't. That's not how that works, like I already said. What is the point of doing this shit if they're not gonna fucking learn? If they don't acknowledge their mistake and they learn from it. That's not gonna happen if you don't fucking teach them. I'll say this. Most smaller community members, us in general, we look up to these higher ups. We idolize these people. We expect them to be the bigger man, the bigger people of the situation. But God knows if anything were to happen to them, they're just in the same boat as us then. There is never going to be a point where they learn if this shit keeps happening. There's been a hierarchy of this. If you're in the Weeb server, if you're in the Weeb center, you are going to be fucking invincible. It does not matter what the fuck you do, you are going to be invincible. In every possible sense. If you try to let something out that they did fucked up shit, that you want them to know, their friends are gonna come out. They'll be like, no, this cannot be public. This cannot be public. And then they try to bury that shit down. They try to dig it all down to the fucking dirt. But no. That shit, it's not how it fucking works. That's not how life works. You do bad things, and you own up to it. You be a bigger man about it. You take responsibility. But for the last few times, that has not happened. That has not ever, in any single sense, happened. I am letting this shit out because I am tired of this same goddamn cycle happening. I'm being blunt here, and I'm letting this message across. This shit needs to stop. This needs to stop. Either do something about it, or you're not going to have anything else to stop. Because we, as people, we look up to you higher-ups. Rev, Moxie, Gary, Hydro. We look up to all of you. And that you are giving us the message that no matter what happens, no matter what kind of fucked up shit you do to us, no matter what you say, no matter the worst possible thing that you could do, it does not matter because you will never fucking understand what has happened because of it. I have needed to let this out because simply put it, I can't let this same shit let slide. I just can't. Every single drama with a higher up, there has never been any sort of repercussion. They may acknowledge it, but they don't want to do that. They are not willing to do that. They're not trying to do that. They're trying to bury that shit deep, deep down, and they're trying to move on with their lives like everything is fucking normal. Well, no. You can ask anyone else that's not a higher up, and they will say they're not going to let that slide. They're not. And to be honest, I don't care what will happen to me after this, but I am letting everyone know that this needs to stop. This hierarchy shit needs to stop. And I'm being honest here. This is my personal voice, and I think I'm representing every voice in this community that isn't from a higher up here right now. I'm gonna ask this one more time before I go off. Okay. What is the point of doing bad things if you were never going to understand, you're never going to learn from it, you could do it again at any time, and you won't get shit from it. You will never get repercussions from it. That will never happen. Tell me, what is the point of that? Exactly, you won't be able to give me an answer. Exactly.